Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. So before I start, I want to say I'm sorry if you hear any background noise, but I can't record this any other time, and I've tried to make people shut the fuck up, but I just can't control people because they say they're not gonna be noisy and then they're like extra noisy, so there's nothing I can do. So sorry about that. I really wanted to have an extra video up for Halloween so I could put up this Halloween art I made for you guys as a speed paint. So you didn't get the speed paint like mid-November, you were like, what the fuck? Although I feel like I draw like this all year, so maybe it wouldn't have been so weird, but like this was my special Halloween drawing, so I wanted to have it up on YouTube on Halloween as well. So yeah, here it is. Sorry if this video isn't as super well researched as my other videos, but I'm rushing here trying to get this out on time. My internet has been terrible this week and uploading videos has been hell. This video is about some haunted paintings because, well, it's Halloween, right? Let's talk about some spooky paintings. As always, my sources will be linked down in the description, and if I get anything wrong or I'm missing some info, feel free to correct me or add to it in the comment nicely. I'm only human and I try my best. As a little warning, some of these paintings are disturbing, not only visually but also the stories behind them. So I would proceed with caution. Let's start with this one. Supposedly the world's most haunted painting, we have the Anguish Man. Sean Robinson was given this painting by his grandmother. The artist is unknown, but we know whoever painted it mixed his own blood into the paint and committed suicide not long after the painting was completed. Or at least that's what his grandmother claims. She was very scared of it, but I don't know if it has been tested to, find out if it really has blood, and maybe you get DNA from that blood. I don't know, but this is what his grandmother claims, so take that into account. Robinson discovered the painting as a young boy in his basement, hidden from the view by layers of unused curtains. After her death, the grandmother's death, he inherited the painting. If you research online, you'll find many people attempting to sell this painting for up to £1,500. The truth is, Robinson says they are all frauds. The real one is locked away in a secure location and he has no intention of selling it. Why? Because according to him, it could be very dangerous and it would be wise that no one lays their hands on this painting ever again. He claims the painting is really active and strange things happen to people who are in the same room or even in the same house as it. When Robinson hung the painting in his home, strange things started happening. An unexplainable fog appeared in his house, strange banging noises were heard from an empty room, and he even woke up to find a dark figure looming over his bed. The painting has been studied by several paranormal investigation teams and has since been considered one of the top 5 most haunted items in the world. Which I find curious, honestly, because I feel like some of the other paintings in this list are creepier and have a lot more witnesses. But what do I know? Like, looking at it, it looks disturbing, but for some reason, I don't feel anything looking at it. And you'll see later on, I feel some things about the other paintings. But this one, I look at it and I just feel like, yeah, it's creepy, but I don't know. I just don't, it doesn't give me like bad vibes or anything like that. And also, I don't know, I just don't feel this painting. Like, this is, in my opinion, this is the weakest painting in this list. But it's like, according to some people, one of the most haunted items in the world. So what do I know? Maybe my vibrator is off, I guess. Okay, on to the next painting. Bruno Amadio, an Italian painter better known for his pen name Giovanni Bragolin, has a series of mass-produced prints of a painting called The Crying Boy. It was widely distributed starting in the 1950s and has numerous alternate versions. All of them are portraits of truthful young boys or girls. Bragolin started painting these Italian crying orphans at the end of World War II. Things get interesting though when in 1985, British tabloid newspaper The Sun writes about something odd an Essex firefighter noticed. The firefighter claimed that undamaged copies of this painting were found frequently in the ruins of burned houses. In fact, the report said there were over 50 house fires that had the crying boy as the only survivor of the flames. This led to the belief that the painting was cursed, and the Sun organized massive bonfires of the paintings that were sent by raiders. But I don't know if those bonfires burned the paintings. Actually, now that I think about it, I didn't read anything about if those paintings survived the bonfires. Although, like, maybe they did because of what I'm gonna read next. It was later reported that the prints were simply treated with varnish containing fire retardant and that the string holding the painting to the wall would burn first, which meant the painting would fall landing face down and protecting it from the fire. But as maybe you're thinking too, this doesn't explain why this wasn't happening to other paintings or other prints. I mean, I'm sure the Crying Boy prints were not the only ones varnished this way. Or was this like a rare way to varnish your paintings? Because I feel like it would make sense that many artists would varnish their prints and paintings with fire retardant if they were gonna sell them. Just, as extra insurance for whomever bought them. But I don't know. As I said, I didn't do a lot of research on this because I'm kind of rushing here. Like, Halloween is tomorrow and I have to have this video up, so I'm sorry. If you know, let me know in the comments. So is it haunted? Well, psychics believe that the prints are haunted by the orphans they inspired. Unlike our previous paintings though, apparently you can find copies of the Crying Boy prints on eBay. I don't know how the paintings would be haunted by the orphans though, but I don't know. Honestly, if I were to get a haunted item, I think this would be it. Like, the only weird thing about them is that they don't burn, which means it's a good investment. Not gonna get destroyed by fire. Although the image of a crying orphan staring at me would be kind of disturbing after a while, I feel. On to the next painting, and y'all, I'm telling you, this one gives me such creepy vibes. She was staring into my soul while I was typing this. Help? I hate it. Anyways, this is Love Letter by Richard King, and I'm covering her face now because I'm going to bed soon. This painting hangs in the Driscoll Hotel in Austin, Texas, which is a pretty well-known haunted spot. This hotel has its fair share of ghosts, but today we're talking about the one that haunts this painting. Samantha Houston was the 4-year-old daughter of a U.S. senator. During their stay in 1887, the girl fell to her death while chasing a ball down the main staircase. Now, the girl in the painting is not Samantha, but many believe it has her spirit. There are sightings of little girls playing a ball throughout the hotel. The staff and guests claim that the painting makes them feel dizzy and nausea, which I honestly kind of feel just by looking at a picture of it on the internet, but that might just be me, because I already knew the story behind this painting. This was actually the painting that made me think of the idea of this video. Anyways, other people claim that looking at this painting makes them feel the sensation of being lifted into the air. Even more curious, some say the painting is trying to communicate with them. They believe that if you stand in front of it for long enough, the girl's expression changes. So yeah, never going there, never want to see this painting IRL. Honestly, after editing this video, I don't even want to see it on the internet either. I just get such bad vibes from it. I'm not good with paintings that have eyes that follow you. Except maybe the Mona Lisa, but I've never seen the Mona Lisa IRL either. Maybe the Mona Lisa would creep me out IRL. Although I hear that, like, when you see the Mona Lisa, she's like really far away and looks small, but I don't know. Let's move on to the next painting. And now we're going with the painting by the most well-known artist in this list, Edward Munch. You might know his very famous and one of my favorite paintings, The Scream. But I'm here to introduce you to his more disturbing painting in my opinion, The Dead Mother. The Dead Mother is about profound sadness which Munch experienced. I'm quoting this from a JCSM article linked in the description. A grief-stricken young child, a stand-in for Munch himself, stares directly at each other. The gesture is of course similar to the one we know from The Scream. Her clenched hands are held tight against a mask, like an uncomprehending face. Munch expressed in his art exactly what he had lived, unashamed to bear his weaknesses and afflictions alongside passions and joys that he also experienced. His art reveals an intensity of feeling and lack of cynicism that is a great antidote to the increasing sense of apathy or non-engagement that contemporary culture can impose on us. So, why is it in this list? Well, because people who have seen this painting find it very unsettling. They claim that the eyes of the child follow them. Others have claimed to have heard the faint sounds of the dead woman's bedsheets rustlingly. Very creepy. Honestly, after today, I feel like I never will be comfortable in an art museum ever again. Like, I feel like all the paintings are gonna be looking at me and just be like, I see you. The last painting for today was really just made to be cursed, in my opinion. Bill Stoneham painted this in 1972, and even the name I feel is very cursed. It's called The Hand Resists Him. He got inspiration from a childhood photograph of himself and his wife's poetry. It depicts a young boy and a female doll standing in front of a glass panel door against which many hands are pressed. And once again, I can't look at this painting because it creeps me the fuck out. Stonehand gave this painting to a local art gallery, and then eventually in 1974, it was purchased by a private buyer. Here's the spooky part. Over a decade later, the gallery owner, the buyer, and the first art critic who reviewed the painting all died. Which I think might not be as creepy if they were old people, but I don't know. That's not all though. After the death of the original owner, the painting kept changing ownerships over and over again until it was finally put up on eBay like all good cursed paintings. If you want to get like a haunted or cursed item, for some reason you want to do that to yourself, go to eBay. That's where they are. This is when the story about its haunting was found out after it was put on eBay. The family who was selling the painting claimed that it was haunting their daughter. The girl told her parents that she would wake up in the middle of the night and see the boy and the doll coming to life, crawling out of the painting to come and play with her. These stories are what made the family put the painting up on eBay, and I don't blame them. I don't blame them at all. I would do the same. My daughter comes in and is like, you know that painting we have in the living room? Well, the boy and the doll come out of it, and they're like, come play with me. And no, fuck no. I'm not allowing that in my household. Selling that shit. Now, I wouldn't go looking for this painting online though. For one, because apparently eBay customers said that just viewing the painting on their computer caused them to become physically ill and suffer blackouts, which I hate so much because I only looked at it for like 10 seconds and I got terrible chills because I'm so dumb and paranoid and I hate it. How many times have I said I hate it in this video? Anyways, the other reason is that it was actually purchased by Kim Smith, a gallery owner, for $1,000. It is now in a safe storage. Thank Jesus. Never want to see it IRL either. I think the only one I wouldn't mind seeing IRL is the first one, just because I don't feel it and I want to maybe see it IRL to see if I feel it IRL. Because the other ones, I kind of feel them a lot just looking at them online. But the first one, what was the first one called again? The Anguishman. Actually, the Crying Boy, looking at it online, I don't feel it. So the first two, I don't feel. Love Letters, I feel way too much. The Dead Mother, I kind of feel a little, not too much about it. That last one, Love Letter and The Hand Resists Him are the ones I feel the most. Like, they just disturb me, and I'm just thinking about how I'm gonna have to look at them when I'm editing this video. But yeah, I'm glad I'm done with this video because some of this painting is really hard to look at and I just want to be done with this. I have a very overactive imagination and I usually dream about things I see before sleep. If you don't know this about me, I have very vivid dreams. Most of the times they're nightmares and occasionally I have night terrors that leave me so paranoid. I wake up in the middle of the night crying and I'm 100% sure there is someone in my apartment, even though my logical brain is telling me it's impossible because my dog will be barking. But my brain is like, there's someone here, they killed your dog, and they're out there gonna kill you. That's what happens when I have night terrors. Apart from the night terrors being really bad, like, my night terrors sometimes are like, I'm in my bed sleeping, and wow, my dog just scared the shit out of me. But my night terrors are like, I'm in bed sleeping, and I just feel like hands coming out of my bed and try to suck me into my bed, and I can't breathe, and I'm like trying to wake up, and I can't. It's horrifying, and then I wake up and I'm paranoid. That's a little TMI, but now you know. I say these things because I feel like sometimes people think I exaggerate when I say I have very vivid dreams and night terrors. So yeah, I'm just a little something about me. Anyways, happy Halloween. Hope you enjoyed this video and hopefully it didn't scare you too much like it did me. Stay safe. Remember that we're still in the middle of a pandemic. I hope you're not going out, but if for some reason you are, just be careful. If you like this video and would like to see more, please leave a like and subscribe. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subs before the year end, so I would really appreciate it. Thank you for watching and very special thanks to my patrons, and I will see you next time. Bye.